Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, we talk about the Batman animated stuff. I'm RJ.
And I ran so far away. I ran all night and day. Gotta get away.
Let's get to it. Today is Wednesday the 18th, and on our focal point this week, we thought we'd talk about the animated versions of Batman. We just got Arkham City, which, not too long ago, a couple months now.
Yeah,
but
long enough that I beat it twice.
And we have, well, that's not saying anything. I'm sure there are people that beat it way more than you out there.
Yeah, but
I've even beat it
on
twice,
New Game Plus.
Ooh. But it came with, a special version that we got came with... it says it's a movie. Well, it's not really a movie.
Gotham Knights.
It's just a bunch of shorts. So Gotham Knights, that's part of what... And then also Year One came out recently-ish. So we thought we'd talk about that too. And then also the animated version from our day, our beloved animated Batman. That's one of our favorite iterations of comic book anything, really.
Yeah, Batman,
that
I believe
series.
that won several awards, didn't it?
Great.
It was an
really
amazing
great.
show.
Of course, they had Hamill, and what's the other guy? Who's the guy that does Batman?
That guy.
We don't remember.
No, I always forget his name.
Yeah, Hamill's easy to remember because of Luke Skywalker. And all that stuff. But those awesome voices that they've become so iconic that whenever we hear somebody else doing those roles, we're like,
right. So much so that in the video games, Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, the same people don the same.
So
voices.
wonderful. In fact, they have the outfits that you can uncover, the animated outfits in those, which don't really kind of clash in that game, but it's still fun. But
they do have the Year One outfit in Arkham City.
Do they?
Did you? I guess you don't have it yet.
No, they had.
I have it.
They had Frank Miller's version.
Yeah, but they also have a Batman Beyond version, a Sinestro Corpse.
Okay, I guess I don't care about that. Anyway. We just watched Year One, and that's kind of proof in the what we just said about these voices becoming iconic because they did a different Batman. Bryan Cranston, I think, plays Commissioner Gordon, which was interesting.
Yeah. But
he had a gruff enough voice that we were actually like, why didn't he play Batman? Because
that's very true.
He would have been better than the guy they chose. The guy they chose is a little bit too... I mean, he's young. It is a young Batman, so you try to convince yourself.
Yeah. While we were watching it, he was constantly like, he's a young Batman.
But his cadence is different. Yes. He just speaks differently. He speaks more hip or something. I don't know. It just doesn't fit to me. It's weird. It's jarring. Because Batman does have kind of these melodramatic statements that he makes,
Yeah.
But when he has such a gruff voice and short delivery, it kind of works. But when he's a little bit more eloquent or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know quite what it is. Maybe it's just simply that it's not the voice. Just like if they had chosen anybody to do Optimus Prime other than what's his bucket, it would have been like, what?
Yeah,
so,
that's very true.
So having said that, we're kind of diverging here. We're talking about the animated series, which was great, but we're also talking about Year One. I guess let's just stick with the series. The series, very long. I think you're right.
Yeah, it was
at least 3 seasons.
Oh, there's more than that.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to get them. I really want to get them and watch them.
I think that's like 8 seasons or something like that.
I also love the interpretation of Joker, like his face, and and Harley Quinn too. She has a big part in that. In fact, she was created for that, wasn't she? By and large.
Was she? Yeah, I guess so.
For that animation in the storyline, I think so. I could be wrong. Prove me wrong, or show me, tell me.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
I haven't even thought about that, but possibly.
But yes, very shaping in childhood. I was so thankful to have that. I mean, we had X-Men and we had Spider-Man and stuff too, but Batman was so dark and whatever to me.
Right. But
I mean, looking back now, it's made for kids, but still.
It was the darkest cartoon that we could watch.
And that opening theme, gave me so much joy.
I love that. Just the jumping from shadow to shadow. It had so much, and I think that might have influenced my
way better than like spinning like doo-loo-loo-loo, like the old show, the campy Adam West show. Yeah, I watched that too though.
Yeah, so did I. I used to watch all the reruns.
Yeah. Leaping Lizards Batman or whatever, shark repellent and all that stuff for the movie.
Yeah, that was from the movie. Yeah, that was great.
But anyway, so animated, that's a great one. If you have any interest in old school Batman,
Yeah, it was the best cartoon out there when we were growing up. It was the only one that won awards. It was it tailored to. It had a very large range of viewers. You know, you had kind of the young adult, the young kid, even some adults, I believe, watched it because it was a Batman, and because it won awards.
Could be. Anyway, so and then year one, I guess we'll just talk about that since we already touched on it. They change it enough. It seems like they're maybe changing it for the movie that's coming out, possibly. I don't know. I don't know what connection there is, but I was kind of disappointed. Overall, we've heard good things about it, and I did like it. I did enjoy it. I actually enjoyed the Catwoman short maybe more. Don't give me a joke about some strip club stuff, because there is some weird strip club Catwoman doing a lap dance kind of thing, but it was just more action-packed, I guess. And I just had such an aversion to I mean, Gordon was really the reason to watch.
Yes, absolutely. And I think,
even though you're like, I don't like Gordon anymore, because he like cheated on his wife.
Yeah,
we're not really sure what happened. They just kissed. It could just be kissed.
Yeah, but it was multiple occasions.
Was it? Oh, I didn't see that, or I didn't realize it. Anyway,
adulterous bastard. But I mean,
he's the reason to like it. He's the strong character. He's the noble character. And Batman. You were saying that you did appreciate how they showed a little bit more of his...
Yeah, when he thought to himself, his inner dialogue...
edges.
Yeah, he did seem a little more crazy, about it.
But it's weird because, like, we see him deciding to wear the suit, and instead of, the childhood thing where he falls in the cave and gets rushed by bats or anything remotely similar, he's literally just sitting there like, what do I do? How do I dress to make people afraid? And then a bat flies in the window.
No, that wasn't what happened. What was happening at all? He was asking his father for something. I thought that was a very interesting scene in that he was just slowly waiting to die. He was like, I could ring this bell, but I think I'd just rather hear.
No, he said something about what do I do to inspire fear or whatever. He wasn't giving up.
He was giving up in that
too tidy.
In the hour that it took him, because he mentioned the hour that it could take for him to bleed out. He could ring Alfred and get help, or if the hour finishes without him thinking of a way to strike fear, he'll just let himself die.
Anyway, it is a solid film, and I would love to see a sequel, because really he just starts becoming, being Batman, and you just start getting a flavor of that.
And literally, it is the year one, because it starts off in January with the arrival of Gordon and Bruce Wayne, and then you see dates in the top corner, slowly counting down the year, and the next thing you know, it's December, and the film's over.
And they do a different take on Catwoman a little bit, and I'm not sure I like that, but I'm open to it. So we'll see if they do that. What are some of the other Batman ones that you...
other Batman films? One of my favorites is Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, that is more recent.
Yeah, that follows...
you can find the whole thing on... It was, leaked.
Was it?
Yeah, you can find the whole thing on YouTube. It's just, in 10-minute increments. I don't think they pulled it off either, but now you can watch it on Netflix too.
Oh, you can? It's on Netflix? Because I wanted to revisit it. That's probably one that I'm going to buy. But that follows in the timeline, and shortly after Batman Hush comic, that's when that happens.
And one thing we're going to touch on is a lot of these seem to blend together a little bit, and that's possibly because it's so prolific. There's so many of them, but they all kind of touch. A lot of them have to do with Batman. A lot of them have to do with a Robin character around, you know, like what has happened to him or whatever. And then a lot has to do with Joker. So it is kind of the stew, and it's kind of hard to pick out sometimes. Like, oh, I remember that scene, but I don't remember
which movie it's from. Yeah.
But I know, Under the Red Hood is a solid one, but that's a later one. You like the Phantasm one.
That's following the Batman animated series that we were talking about. The Mask of the Phantasm is another great film that I enjoyed. And I can't remember where that fits in with, what was it, Batman and Sub-Zero, the one where he fights Mr. Freeze? But that's around the same time. But I love the Mask of the Phantasm.
You know, by and large, I really can't say there's any that I don't like. At least like. Are there any that you can think of that you don't like?
That I just don't like?
I mean, I don't like The Brave and the Bold, that animated series.
Right.
What's his name? Does the voice, which I don't really have a problem with that too much.
What's his name? Diedrich?
Diedrich Bader.
Diedrich Bader.
But I don't. It's a little too campy for me. It's a harkening back to the camp.
Yeah, it's definitely campy.
Yeah, I wish it was different. Wish it was darker. But otherwise, I can't think of anything that I don't really.
Yeah, DC has done really well
with Batman,
portraying the Batman series. Yeah, another good one that it was all right. I wouldn't say that you have to go out and buy it, but it was the Mystery of the Batwoman or whatever it was.
Oh,
with the gray slate bat suit.
Well, there's also like a Superman, Batman, like Justice League thing.
Yeah.
That's not. It's okay. I don't know. I'm just such
There's a few of them that I liked.
But again, that I don't remember which parts of the Superman story, because there's also the Superman and Shazam. I think that's on Netflix right now.
Oh, that one I liked. I liked that one. It was a short.
Shazam
it was a very
such a stupid character. It's even stupider than Superman. You like him?
I'm not saying that I like
He's
him.
got power from a wizard, and he says Shazam, and that's. I don't understand.
There was that other one where, with the Justice League, the two different Justice League from different Earths.
Was it like Apocalypse or something?
No,
that was the other one.
No, the one. And this is getting off topic because we're not directly talking about Batman, but the Batman character in the alternate room is trying to destroy all Earths.
Yes. I remember that. I don't remember which one that is.
Infinite Earth.
That was interesting, I guess. Yeah, but again, it did kind of revolve around Batman.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that hurts my soul, and I love this voice actor, but it is I think it's in the Red Hood, right, where Joker's not the Joker. It's the guy who does Bender, DiMaggio, I think his name is.
Joe DiMaggio?
No. He's a great voice actor.
Right.
And for any other role, he'd be awesome, but it just is not the same. When he laughs, it's like this deep, gangster laugh rather than a maniacal, happy, like joy. The glee in Joker being as disturbed as he is, that's what makes that character.
What we're trying to say is, Mark Hamill, damn you for being the Joker, because now no one else can compare.
Yeah, well, I think there's people that come close, but...
Yeah, but we always compare it to Mark Hamill's Joker, because he was perfect.
That's true.
And then there was the Batman Beyond film, Return of the Joker, and that was a fun movie. I enjoyed that a lot. I liked the Batman Beyond series.
I didn't understand it.
What didn't you understand?
Well, I mean, I understand it, but I don't want to ruin it. But, it's weird. Joker in the future, just that got,
I think it worked.
Weird for me. But I'm not a huge fan of the Batman Beyond either, because it's not Batman. It's some punk kid running around. It's like watching Robin, and I freaking hate Robin. That's all.
We recommend. I highly recommend Under the Red Hood as far as Batman films go.
I agree.
But you really can't go wrong with any of them. They're all fairly entertaining.
Some are more campy than others. I mean, like the one with Mr. Freeze it's okay. I don't mind Mr. Freeze because these are kind of compelling, like Save My Wife kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's it. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're going to Emerald City Comic Con, let me know. I want to know.
And comments.
Yeah, please comment on us. And if you have anything to request, please go ahead. And that's it. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, I hit it and then it bounced right. Wow, it's like...
Oh!
There you go.
Man, good job. If I don't get the first one, I like panic.
Oh, that's gonna win.
Next up, it's the Disney movie Fox and the Hound.
I've ran all night and day. Gotta get away.
Let's get to it. Let's waiting for that, I guess.
Gotta get away. Dude, I sing like angels, don't I?
A fallen angel, yeah. Sure.
Do you mean to say that I'm like all squeaky?
No.
Because that's what fallen angels sound like.
How do you know?
I've heard them sing.
They could be beautiful.
How do you know?
I said they could be beautiful.
Well, so did I.
That makes perfect sense. Okay. You've convinced me.
Yay.
That you are a fallen angel. You like Robin.
No, I'm not a huge fan of Robin.
But you still like him way more than I do. I want to kill him. I want to actively kill him.
Well, that's why Jason Todd is dead, but I can tolerate...
If you were Robin, I would kill you right now.
You know, I have noticed that a lot of times you make reference to wanting to kill me.
I'm sorry. Freudian slips. What can I say? Boy wonder. Need I say more?
Yeah, you're right. After years of being called the boy wonder and running around in red spandex, he decides to go, crazy.
And his name is Robin.
Yeah.
Tweet.
See, I don't understand why you would want to go from Robin.
I would have more respect for him if his name was Guano.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Like
I know what it is, but...
I'm batshit. I'm Batman. I'm batshit. Alright, I can't use that. Okay, let's just wrap it up. Why don't you wrap it up? I always wrap it up. You wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry for telling you I'd kill you if you were Robin. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you...
Apology accepted.
Nervous. But I would. It's honest.